Alright, so good evening everyone. Pasensya na, I'm currently I have a cough. So I highly recommend you do not listen to this video using headphones because maybe I'll be coughing all of a sudden. Kakihiya naman sa'yo. So the time is 8:46 p.m. on January 30, 2019. I'm going to be showing you how to use the momentum dashboard here in conjunction with the momentum ranks, right? So this is the momentum rank as of January 30, end of day, and we have a blank momentum dashboard version 4. Okay, first off, setting of expectations. This system is a quantitative based momentum portfolio trading system. Okay, so you do not trade stocks individually, similar to how you see other people do. For example, sila ni Z-Freaks, sila ni Kapitan Kidlat, right? So they are trading stocks individually. You, once you use the system, you will be looking at the percentage gains and losses of the overall portfolio, right? That's how you measure if you made money or not. The system will produce good results. And what I mean by that is that you will beat the index, all right? You will beat PSEI every single time. But you will not be getting returns like what you see like Kalenani Z Freaks, all right? That is extraordinary returns. So if that's what you were looking for, I'm sorry, the system will not do that for you. What the system does, however, is it will allow you to manage other people's money. How so? Well, the system is systematic. Every single thing, there is already a rule for that. You do not even need to think except for checking the index, the position of the index. For example, I am able to handle 5 accounts per day. If you treat yourself as a fund manager and you charge fees to your clients or your friends or whoever, you will be earning consistently rather than just trading your own portfolio. What I can recommend you do is that you don't need to follow the system for your own portfolio, but you can use the system to make money by handling other people's money. That's how professional traders do that, or rather, professional fund or investment managers do that. That's how they make money. Let's say, for example, it's like this is the chart for the index from 2018 to 2019. So we start from the vertical chart bar here, vertical line here, all the way to here. Okay. It started at it closed at 8,724. I marked it with a blue line, and the year ended at 7,466.02. So for the entire year of 2018, a fund manager would have lost 14.49% approximately. Okay, what is your advantage over a mutual fund manager? Well, here's the thing. They are mandated by the company to stay invested. 95% of their capital is mandated to stay invested in the markets. So even if the fund manager knows that the market is going down, the only strategy that he can adapt is to choose stocks that he thinks will go down the least. Okay, let's check out the performance of the funds, equity funds as of January 25. 1 year return. Okay, look at that. ALFM negative 11%. Atram, ATRAM, negative 9%. ATRAM, negative 12%. What else? The best performing fund of all time in the Philippines, Phil Equity Fund, negative 8.68%. Look at the index equity funds, negative 10% all across the board. Um, Modesty aside, I made 8.83% in 2018. Using the system, I made 8.83% for my clients. Where did I make that? Or rather, when did I make that? In this period right here. In this small period right here. Right? This period here. I made 8% for my 6 clients. Ask any of your friends who are currently invested in mutual funds, how is the performance of their portfolio? And believe me, I honestly think that they will tell you that it has performed poorly. Okay, so that's it. That's the purpose of this system is to make you into your very own investment fund manager. Okay, so let's begin. You first need to download the Momentum Dashboard version 4 right here. So you can see we have 3 sheets. We have the dashboard, we have the action taken, and we have the buy, sell, and cut rules. Let's focus first on the dashboard. Columns A to E will be data that you will be copying from the momentum ranks that I post every day. Okay. Columns H, column H is where you will be typing in the stocks that you will buy. I will explain this further later on. If a cell is currently colored yellow, you can input or change anything in that cell. Everything else, oh wait, let me just color this yellow as well. Everything else, you should not be touching. You should not be changing. If ever you make a mistake, kasi look here, it already has built-in formulas already. Okay, it already has built-in formulas. So if ever you make a mistake, just simply download Momentum Dashboard version 4 again and redo what it is that you have done. Or simply copy and paste from the dashboard, the new dashboard that you downloaded to the dashboard that you are currently using already. Okay. Price is simply it copies the price that you put here from the momentum ranks. ATR is average true range. ATR size. What is ATR size? We will be buying shares based on the volatility of a stock. Okay? The less a stock moves volatile wise, the more we will buy of it. The more volatile a stock is, the less shares we will buy. Now, when the Excel sheet computes the ATR size, it will not be rounded out to that of the board lot size that the PSE requires us to buy. That's why you will have to uh, manually input how many shares you buy here, but you'll be having our basis here, as you will see shortly. Entry price, you should be recording the entry price that you entered when you bought the stock. Okay. Cash balance is related to or is linked to your capital here. Now, everyone, I highly recommend that you start out with 60,000 pesos. All right. Anything less than that, the system will take longer. The system will take longer for it to turn around. On average, based on my tests already and my runs and my deployment of other people's money, it takes 3 weeks for the system to become profitable. Smaller amounts of capital will take longer. And what's so wrong with taking longer? Well, what if the index goes back down? Or what if the stocks that you purchased all go down? We want to be holding, we don't want to be moving in and out of stocks so much. Okay? We don't want to be moving in and out of stocks so much. We will only be buying shares once a week. The rest of the time, we will be cutting our losses. Okay? Risk appetite. Risk appetite is, there's a legend here that you can refer to. By default, I always use 0.004, but if you don't like that level of risk, you change it to 0.003, 0.002, or 0.001. Blacklist. These are the stocks that you have cut loss to, and remarks is the remarks that you need to put down so that you can see it will reflect here in columns H to Q on whether or not a stock is already in the blacklist. You will see how that works momentarily. Okay, so let me just check my cheat sheet here on things I'll be talking about. Okay, next up is action taken. Action taken is your journal page. Okay, so how I did this is for this particular dashboard, this is actually a real dashboard that I just renamed of a friend of mine that I run his portfolio. It started at August 8, 2018. Starting capital was 48,000. It was actually around 70K, but he withdrew his money, so I gave him a warning that it will take longer for your money to make money, and he said that's okay. It was an emergency, so I said okay. Do I have permission to deploy the system? And he said please go ahead. So I deployed it anyway, and I made money for him anyway. But still, if you can reach 60K, please use 60K. After the run, remember that time here, in this area here. So 48,000 I made after I sold everything. It was at 57,000. Now, when do we deploy the system? We will only start buying up shares if the index PSEI, if the index is above simple moving average 100. If the PSEI closes below the simple moving average 100, you begin to sell shares. Simple enough? Again, we only deploy the system if the index closes above the simple moving average 100. If the system closes below it, we begin to sell or close our positions. Okay. For record keeping, I'll be showing you momentarily on how we will go about that. Buy, sell, cut rules. If you have any questions, you can always refer to these rules on what to do. Okay, let's go to the how you actually do this. So you need to download first Momentum Dashboard version 4 and today's Momentum rank list. What you want to do, you want to click A1, go to the very bottom and shift click the last cell there. Control C to copy. Then you go to the Momentum Dashboard. In the dashboard, you click A1 and then paste or Control V. Okay, so the data now has been overlapped. We will first begin buying from the very top. Okay, so this is green, ISM, FDC, so on and so forth. Okay, so we type out green, then ISM, FDC, ABA, MAH, AEV, GT Cap, Davin, Alco. Okay. Next, green has a price of 2.24, so you can check out the table here in column Z to AC. So 2.24 falls here. So 1,000 board lot. ATR size tells us to buy 2,200, but since we can only buy in tranches of 1,000, so we'll buy 2,000. Okay. ISM 6.29. We can buy tranches of 100, so we buy 600 shares. Never go above the recommended ATR size. FDC 12.28, 100 shares, so we buy 400. ABA 0.63, 1,000 shares, we buy 6,000. You just keep buying until you run out of money. So I already I know, just by gut feel that it will take about this many stocks to fully consume 60,000, but I could be wrong. So we will see to that momentarily. MAH 2.15, 1,000 shares, so we will only buy 1,000 as per ATR size recommendation. AEV, Avoidance Equity Venture, 64 pesos, 10 shares, 10 board lots, so we will buy 80 shares. GT Cap, 1,030, we can buy 5 shares. Davin 6.4, 100 increments, so we can buy 800. Alco 0.89, 1,000 shares, so we buy 3,000. Okay. Now I'm going to use Investogram's virtual port to show you how we're gonna go about buying these shares. Whether your account is called Financial, U-Trade, First Metro Sec, it's similar to how I will go about it. So first we start from the top, so we have green. Click that. And yeah, you can buy, actually you can buy, in Investogram's virtual port, you can buy shares even after closing. I want to buy 2,000 shares. Buy. Confirm. Okay. Next on the list is, so entry price was at 2.24. Record that. ISM. Click that. 600 shares. Buy. We don't even look at the chart. We're not going to look at the chart. We're not going to care what our entry levels are. All right? Think about it. What if you're handling 25 accounts? Do you going through each and every single stock for every single portfolio will take a lot of time. Okay? So this is so much faster. 12.28. ABA. ABA is 6,000 shares. Buy. Confirm. 0.63. MAH. 1,000 shares. Buy. Confirm. 2.15. AAV. Okay. 80 shares. Confirm. 64 pesos. GTCAP. Okay. 5 Masuguro too. I think that was 5. That's 1,030. Right. So you enter the entry price. What the heck is this? Okay. Davin. 800 shares. I'm just using Alt Tab to switch between windows. 6.4. Alco. 3,000 shares. Do we still have money? Yeah, we do. Buy. That's shocking. So we bought at 0.89. Okay. So we still have cash. We still have 22,636. Now guys, cash balance here will not be accurate. Why? Because I have not taken into account the fees, commissions, payments that we have to pay, PSE and your broker. Okay, so take this, it should be around that area. So it shows here that we currently have 22,844, but in reality we have 22,600. So it's pretty close enough. So what if, because you have so many stocks here, that you duplicate in typing the stock? What happens? Well, not green. Okay. ISM, for example. The cell will turn green to tell you if there's a duplicate already. Okay, so just from here I know that, oh, I already have ISM in my portfolio, so I have to delete that. So we were at Alco, so we're going to buy MBT, Welcon, FGen, Blue Chips, Meg, PHR. Okay, 82.9, that's a 100 board lot, I think. 82.9 is, yeah, some more, some more, because I want to see that board lot right away. 82.9, it's 10, so we can buy 130. Wilcons at 13.6, so that's 100 shares, 600. FGen 20 pesos. This is at 100 board lot, so 400. Try that out first. MBT, we have to buy 130 shares. Buy. Confirm. 82.9. Then Wilcon. 600 shares. Okay, still have money. Confirm. 13.6. FGen. Then quantity is 400 shares. Okay, look here. We only have 3,600 pesos left, but the board ATR size to buy tells us that we should be buying 400 shares, right? So you will have to buy less. You only have to buy whatever you can afford. So 100 shares, 2,000 pesos, you buy. Confirm. So at 20 pesos, we bought only 100 shares. How much money do we have left? 1,600. Okay, so we don't need this. We're not going to be buying those since we're out of money. And this is our portfolio. Okay, so this is for January 30. So we deployed the system on a Wednesday. So we're going to change it here to Wednesday so that you will remember. Remember, you pick one day in a week to buy stocks, right? You don't need to, you're not going to do this every day. So I chose Wednesday for this, but you can do it on a Monday, a Tuesday, or Thursday, or a Friday. It's all up to you. Okay. I call it the assigned day of week or ADW. We started this on January 30, 2019. Okay. The next time we will be checking this will be on next Wednesday, which is on February 6th. So that's 2/6/2019. And then let's say, for example, it's already February 6th, 2019, and you already did everything. You just simply type you're done. But since it's not that day yet, so we're not going to do that just yet. I'll be making another video to show you should any of these fall below negative 10% or reach negative 10%, we will be cutting that. All right. So that's all that you need to do throughout the day. You don't need to monitor your portfolio all the time. You just need to check it at 2:30 p.m. to check if you have any stock that's negative 10%. Otherwise, you just leave this alone. Believe me, trust me, in 3 weeks' time, this will turn around. Okay? Well, maybe not trust me, but on average, this will turn around on the third week. Okay? So, record keeping. What you want to do is you want to select these cells, Control C, and then in the action taken, you write here January 30, 2019. Um, since we deployed the system, so we're going to start in capital 60,000. Imagine the ones above are not yet there, right? So dashboard, Control C, then right click, paste special values. Okay, what happens if you just do the simple Control C, Control V? Okay, this is what happens: Control C, Control V. All right, because it will not copy the values of the formula here. That's why we have to use this paste special option. Okay, so again, Control C in this area, and then right click here, paste special, and you choose values. Boom, there you have it. That's your record keeping already. Okay, and after that, you do not touch your dashboard at all until February 6th. Okay, now what happens if throughout the week, let's say for example, say ISM falls to negative 10%. The first thing that you will do is you put it in the blacklist. ISM negative 10%. Okay, what happened? Lalabas dito, red tapos yes. Is it in the blacklist? Yes. So what you want to do is you want to delete that from your portfolio, from the dashboard, and then you go to the record keeping, and where's ISM here? You type in sold at, let's say it's at 6.29, so let's say for example it reached 4 pesos. 4 pesos due to going negative 10% or whatever you want to say. It's up to you how you want to record that. And then I color this as red so that I can keep track of the items that I um, stopped stopped or sold or cut loss on. Okay, so here are some of my examples. I forgot to highlight this in red. So I sold this because no longer in list. I should have written down at what price I sold it to. So sold because negative 10% at 2.9. So it was at 3.13 when I bought it. This was on August 31. So it was at 3.13 when I bought it, but I had to cut it because it reached negative 10%. I sold it at 2.9 pesos. Okay, so that's the other time that you need to fix your dashboard. So you have your gap here. So what you want to do is you want to select this, Control C, Control V to copy and paste. Same for the values here, Control C, then Control V. And then you just want to simply delete this one at the bottom, like that. Now you might be asking me, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just drag it all the way up and Control C and Control V upstairs? Well, doing so would screw up the formula in columns J to M. Okay, so that's it for now. Let me check my cheat sheet here. And yeah, I think that's it. So that's it for this video, guys. Test this out in the Instagrams, my portfolio over here. You can check out the system, and I'll see you with another video again on next Wednesday, February 6th. Good night and God bless.